Hello friends, in this video we are discussing about setting out tunnel and transfer of levers for underground works. Let us discuss about setting out the tunnel. What are the surveying steps involved in setting out the tunnel? So the main steps involved are categorized in three steps. First is surface survey, then you have to transfer the alignment underground and then transferring levels underground. So let us start with the first step. First step is surface survey. This includes a preliminary survey by transit and STAD for 2 to 3 miles, that is 3-4 kilometer on either side of the proposed alignment. A plan or a map with a scale of say 1 inch with contours drawn at 5 meter or 20-meter intervals are generally used. Final alignment is selected from this plan. A detailed survey of the geological information of strata, as the cost of tunneling depends upon the nature of material to be encountered. So these are all surface surveys which we have to carry out before starting the actual tunneling work. Then the proposed route have been decided upon the following points required to consideration. First is alignment of the center line of tunnel. Second, gradient to be adopted. So which gradient we have to adopt and the main center line of your tunnel. Third point is determination of exact length of tunnel. Fourth, establishment of permanent situation and stations marking the line. The control surveys for tunnel layouts are performed on the surface joining the terminal points of the tunnel as shown in the next figure. After this, the second point comes as transferring the alignment underground. So in this figure, as you can see, we have transferred the alignment underground. This is the surface of your tunnel. So we can say this is the actual ground level and this is the actual portion of tunnel, and this is your strata. This you can see, this is the strata. So on the surface we have done all the surveys. Now we have to transfer this alignment, that is your center line. As you can see, CD is a center line, suppose. So we have to transfer this alignment underground so that while tunneling or boring we maintain the same alignment which we have first of all marked on the ground. And the procedure is, this is the most difficult and important operation in the setting out tunnel, because if the alignment is slightly also differed, then your tunneling operation will be completely different, because every centimeter of error will add up to the last final error. So it is very important to shift your alignment underground. For this purpose, we have to fix two timber beams at C and D as shown in the figure across the top of the shaft near its edges, perpendicular to the direction of tunnel and as far apart as possible. So take 2 points CD, then a thread like is set up at a ground at a predetermined station on a center. The mark on ground surface and another station is again on the center line itself. So we have to mark one center line. Then the center line is very carefully set up on the beam, preferably on the plate fixed on the beam, and drill with hole for suspending wires by repetition, observing and averaging the result. From this point to long panel wire with heavy plumb hoops, that is 10 to 15 kg, attached to their lower edges or suspended down the shaft. At the bottom, these plumb bobs are immersed in bucket of water, oil, etc. to eliminate acceleration. So what we have to do? We have to first fix two beams of CD, and then we have to mark their centers, which will bisect the alignment of your line, and then from these centers we have to drill a hole through it so that we can suspend a plumb bob by using the thread and plumb bob arrangement, and we have to attach the weights to it of heavier, like 10 to 15 kg, and which are generally suspended in a bucket of oil or water so that it will not accelerate. At the bottom, these plumb bobs are, as we see, immersed in bucket of water or oil. After this, now great care must be taken that wires and plumb bobs are hanging free, so that they are not in contact with any strata. They are hanging free. This shaft, you can see this shaft. This is your actual strata surface from which these are apart. So they are freely hanging. As a check, the distance between the wire at the top and at the bottom of the shaft is to be measured, and this should be the same. That means what? This distance on the ground, this distance between the shaft edge and your wire, and this distance we can measure so that to identify the string of your plumb box is freely suspended. Then the line joining the two wires gives the direction of alignment underground. So the line which joins this two alignment will give you the alignment on the surface under the ground. The technology is transferred to the bottom of shaft and through the number of trails suspended wires. Now the alignment is marked on marks driven into the hole, that is E drill on the roof. So as we can see over here, these are the 2 points only we have marked, C and D. Now what we have to do? In the same way, we have to mark the points in the progress of your work, like E, F, on the surface of the ground first, and then this point can be transferred to the underground surface by using same method of plumb bob and by driving the holes to the center of your points. So likewise, we have to transfer the point from the surface to the underground, and then the line joining these points will give the alignment underground. After finding out the alignment, that is the center line of your tunnel underground, the next procedure is we have to transfer the level underground. So whatever I have explained till now, it is given in your next slides, that is how to shift the alignment underground. Now let us discuss about the transferring the levels underground. So in the figure, as you can see, we have to transfer the level underground. The leveling on the surface is done in the usual way as we do the leveling, and the levels are transferred underground at the end of the tunnel from the nearest benchmark. So at the end of the tunnel, by using the nearest benchmark, we have to transfer these levels. In case of transferring of levels underground at the shaft, if we are transferring the levels intermediate points, not at the end of the tunnel, at the intermediate points by using shaft, then we have to follow some steps. Otherwise, we can start from the end of your tunnel and we can transfer the levels by using the common benchmark. But in such cases, if we have the long tunnels, we use the shafts. So in this, we have to follow the steps, like first, a fine steel wire loaded with the 5 to 15 kg is passed over a pulley, as you can see in the figure, at the top of the shaft and is lowered into the shaft as shown in figure. Then two fine wires AA and BB horizontally stretch at the top and bottom of the shaft respectively. As you can see over here, the lines A and BB are stretched horizontally at the top and bottom of the shaft. A steel wire lowered into the shaft is so adjusted that it is in contact with both the wires AA as well as BB. The points on contact are marked on a steel wire by a piece of chalk or by some other marker. The wire is withdrawn from the shaft and is stretched on the ground. The distance between the two marks on the wire is measured using the measuring tape, and this gives the level of the bottom of the shaft. So simply what we have to do, we can take these measures and lower a steel wire which will touch the ground from the shaft. Then you have to stretch two wires at the top of your shaft AA and at the bottom of your shaft say BB, and make sure this line, the wire, steel wire which you are passing will bisect these two lines, and then mark wherever they are bisecting. Then take out the wire, spread it horizontally and measure this distance between two marks. By knowing this, we can find out the height of your shaft as well as the level of the points or the lines we have measured. So by using this method, we can transfer the levels underground. So whatever height we have to transfer, we can transfer by using this steel wire. Thank you.